What's going on, everyone? Gormy here. Today, we're going to be going over the top 10 Wonder Kids to look out for within FM23. So, yes, we are officially getting into our FM23 content here on FMBase. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button. Now, the players today are in no particular order. These are the players that I believe to be the top 10 Wonder Kids to look out for come FM23 and will be absolute game changers for you guys. Without further ado, let's get into the first player. First player on today's top 10 is Matias Vela. Matias is valued at 1.8 to 5.4 million pounds. It is a very, very solid player. He is 18 years old. He's Argentinian. He plays on the Juventus B team within FM22 currently, but I can see this kid getting some first team playing time come FM23, and if not, you'll be able to find him on the U23 team with Juve, or on here, it is the B team. He is, once again, very solid all around. He's got some pretty good technical ability for a youngster at 18 years of age. His mentals are pretty solid as well. Can definitely do with some improving mentally, though. And then physically, he is a pace-wise out the gate, a little bit slower, but acceleration makes up for that at 14 acceleration. He is going to be, I would say, I don't know how many people remember this guy, but Ezekiel Lavezzi. I think this kid will get around that level, but to an extreme, to where it's Ezekiel Lavezzi at his top game in, game out. Once this kid hits his top potential, he can play somewhat on the left wing, and he is very solid on the right wing. He can also play center, attacking mid, and striker if need be. Next up, we have Felix Annan from Roma. This young Ghanaian kid who is 18 years of age is valued anywhere from 3.8 million to 11 million pounds. This kid is going to be an absolute world beater. He is on the next gen list that was released this year. I'll actually link the next gen list down below in the description if you guys would like to check out all the players that are on it, because everyone on this list today except for one is on that list. Now, this player can play as a striker. He is very, very pacey. He is 5'9", 165, with 17 acceleration, 16 pace, 15 agility to go with that as well. He has some decent composure already at 14 for an 18-year-old. He can also play on the left wing pretty well, or on the right wing if need be. And for an 18-year-old to already have 11 dribbling, 13 finishing, 10 first touch, he has the making of the holy trinity right there. Because if you have a striker with good dribbling, good finishing, good first touch, and they're pacey and have some decent composure, this kid is going to be absolutely unbelievable for you. And for that price range of 11 million pounds and below, down to 3.8, I definitely think this kid is worth a pickup, whether it is right now in FM22 or in FM23, and he has 16 determination with a 17 work rate. So this kid is absolutely unbelievable. I definitely think this kid could see a little bit of a bump in his attributes as well, so definitely be on the lookout for Felix Annan in FM23. Next up, we have Mago Gusto from Olympic Lyon. Now, Mago Gusto is valued from 1.1 to 3.2 million pounds, so he's on the cheaper end for a wonder kid. He can play right back, right wing back, or even central defensive midfield or central midfield, and somewhat as a center attacking mid. I would not test him there quite yet, but as a central midfielder defensively, or a CDM, and then of course at right back / right wing back, this kid is going to get the job done for you. He is 5'10", 18 years old, young French wonder kid, 15 acceleration, 15 natural fitness, 15 pace. Those are his best physical attributes. He's got some decent determination and work rate on him already, both at 14. His off the ball at 13, that's pretty decent for a right back / right wing back. And he is pretty solid all around defensively with 12 marking, 12 tackling, a decent passer of the ball as well, and 11 positioning already at just 18 years old. This kid, I think, if I were to relate him to anyone, is a left back that has joined Olympic Lyon and Nicolas Tagliafico. I think that this kid could be the French version of him. I love Tagliafico. I thought that he was phenomenal for Ajax. I think Mago Gusto is going to be the perfect all-around right back, right wing back to get the job done for you. In your saves, do not be surprised if this kid goes to the likes of a Real Madrid, a Man City, a Inter Milan, PSG, that level of team, because this kid is going to get crazy, crazy good. Next up in the list, we have Keiki. Keiki is a young 17-year-old Brazilian center back who originally was playing for Santos FC in Brazil, but has recently earned himself a move to Almeria in Spain. This kid is going to be a unbelievable center back for them this season in reality, and within your saves, he will become the next Jules Koundé. The reason why I'm saying that is because they're both the same exact height at 5'11". He is pretty decent with both feet, and at 17 years of age to be this well-rounded is unbelievable. I'm going to put up his attributes right now, more blown up for you guys, and then I'm going to put up Jules Koundé's attributes blown up for you guys. He is not far off from being Jules Koundé 2.0 already, and he's only 17 years old. Jules Koundé is, I believe, only 22 years old, but this kid at 17 years of age to be this good is absolutely ridiculous. With his value being £3.7 million to £11 million, it's definitely subject to change in FM23 for sure, because this kid is going to be very, very good. This is another kid like Mago Gusto that I think can earn himself a major, major move to a top club sooner rather than later. He is very, very well-rounded once again, and this is a center back that, yes, well under 6 foot, I'm definitely keen to give this kid a chance and be a rock in the back, especially if you're playing a 5 in the back, have him in the middle of those 3 center backs. I definitely think that this kid could be a huge factor in teams creating dynasties. This is a center back that you can create a dynasty around. Next up, we have Rocco Simic. Rocco Simic, valued between £2.6 million and £6.2 million, is going to be the next talisman to come out of RB Salzburg, because Benjamin Sesko is most likely going to earn himself a move away from RB Salzburg. Right now, it looks like it might be Man United for around £60 million, which I think personally is a whole hell of a lot for him, but he is going to be a solid striker. But Rocco Simic is going to be the next talisman to come out of RB Salzburg. You give this kid a season being the main man up front, he is going to do absurd things. There's going to be a lot of pressure on him to perform, especially right out the gate, being that Karim Adeyemi has already gone and that Benjamin Sesko may be going as well. So all the pressure will be on Rocco Simic to bang home the goals this season for RB Salzburg. He's got some okay pace right now. He's 6'2", 167 pounds. He has some solid determination and work rate as well. Finishing can definitely improve, but he already has the building blocks for the Holy Trinity once again, just like Felix Annan. Dribbling at 12, finishing at 11, first touch at 13. He is only 17 years old, so that is going to get much better. This kid is going to be an absolute world beater within most saves, and he is another player like Mago Gusto, like Keiki, that is going to earn himself a major move away from RB Salzburg within your guys' saves. Next up, we're going to be talking about Valentin Barco. Valentin Barco plays at Boca Juniors in Argentina. He is valued, I believe it's between £2.7 million and £8 million. This kid is very interesting to me because for being 16 years of age, 16 years old, this kid has these attributes already. 15 in tackling, 10 marking, 12 passing. That is already the making of a very good left back. 15 teamwork, 15 work rate at 16 years of age. He also has 12 first touch, which is pretty solid for a left back. His acceleration's at 16, agility at 16, but his pace is at 12. But as a 16-year-old having 12 stamina already, that is a pretty good building block to have. He is 5'8", very, very light at 125 pounds, very strong on his left foot, and can play all up and down the left side of the pitch. This kid is most likely within the next couple of years going to be one of the most sought after wonder kids in the world, because this kid he fits the mold of a player that would just absolutely explode under a Pep Guardiola, absolutely explode under a manager like Carlo Ancelotti. So this kid is definitely going to be sought after by the big clubs. He is a very, very solid pickup already at the age of 16. So definitely give Valentin Barco a go within FM23. Next up, we have Cade Gordon from Liverpool. Now, Cade Gordon is the most expensive player on this list. The reason why he is the most expensive player on this list is because he is from the Premier League. That is 100% the reason why his value is between £20 million and £44 million. Would I pay that to get this kid immediately in a save? Looking at these attributes right now, no. If he gets a little bit of a boost within FM23, maybe I consider at least a loan with an option to buy. But this kid is going to get really, really freaking good. He is, once again, just like Valentin Barco, 16 years of age. And with these attributes, he is looking very, very solid. He can play on either wing to a great, great level. He can play center, attacking mid, or striker if need be as well. He has some solid pace for a 16-year-old, but being that he is only 16, he is going to grow leaps and bounds, especially playing at Liverpool. So do not be surprised if Liverpool never sell this kid within your save. But if you have the opportunity to bring him in on a free or on loan with an option to buy, or even just on loan to help out your club, definitely try and snap this kid up. Next up, we have Gabriel Selena from the Chicago Fire. So Gabriel Selena is on the next gen top 50 list. I believe he is the only goalkeeper on there as well. He is the only goalkeeper on this list, and for very good reason. One of those reasons, he just earned himself a move to Chelsea in the Premier League from MLS club Chicago Fire. He is the future net for the U.S. national team. At 17 years of age, he already has 13 aerial reach, 12 command of area. He's got 14 passing, so for those of you that like to use a sweep keeper, he is going to be able to do that on a support or even attacking role for you. Reflexes at 12, he's got 13 acceleration, 10 agility, and 16 natural fitness at 6'4". He is a big boy. He is going to be an absolute worldie for you in your saves. He will be one of the most sought after goalkeepers within FM23 without a doubt, because being that Edouard Mendy is still at Chelsea, it is his job until he loses it. And hopefully Gabriel Selena can make an impact sooner rather than later in reality at Chelsea once he goes there in January, because he is staying on loan at his MLS club until then. But Gabriel Selena is a must pick up within FM23, as his attributes will most certainly be going up as well. Next up, we're talking about Tobias Glickson. Tobias Glickson is the cheapest player here on this top 10 list. You can get him for around £800,000 to £2.4 million. This kid is going to be absolutely unbelievable within FM23. He got a bump in his potential ability in the January update this year, so this kid definitely is something special. I've used him in my personal saves. He is probably one of my favorite players to use within FM22, and will most likely continue to be the same way within FM23. Now, he is, I believe, the only player that is on this top 10 that is not in the next gen 50, but I believe he can make his way onto the next gen top 50 next year. He is 17 years of age, young Norwegian prodigy. He is very solid all around. He doesn't really excel in one area over another, but he can play on the left side or down through the middle of the park. He is solid with both feet as well. He's 5'10" and is just very, very solid all around. He can bang in goals for you. He can set up plays for you. He is just an absolute diamond in the rough. If you can get your hands on this kid for not all too much, he will be an absolute game changer for you now in FM22, and especially come FM23 once he gets some attribute boosts. The last Wonder Kid today we are talking about is Rooney Bargy. Rooney Bargy is most likely going to be the next Yusufa Moukoko come FM23. He will be the most sought after Wonder Kid within the game at just 15 years of age. He received a massive potential boost in the January update. He is very, very good for 15 years of age. He can start for a majority of teams in the Danish league where he comes from FC Copenhagen. He is a very solid player. He's going to be very, very quick in the future. He is small at 5'6". He's good with both feet. He is fairly determined. He's got some decent flair in him as well. His technique at 15 years of age is at 15. So this kid is going to be something to watch within the match engine and in reality. 14 dribbling, 13 finishing, 13 first touch. At 15 years of age, he basically has the Holy Trinity already. He can play on the right side, somewhat on the left. He can play as a center attacking mid and as a striker. So you can kind of pick where you want to play him and play him there. This kid is going to be an absolute game changer for most sides that are able to pick him up. He doesn't cost all too much. Yes, he does cost upwards of 10 million pounds, but this kid is most definitely worth that price tag. So that wraps up today's top 10 video for Wonder Kids to look out for within FM23. I am really looking forward to seeing how these kids look within FM23, especially after attribute boosts to them. They are all going to be absolute studs, especially Rooney Bargy. I cannot wait to see what this kid becomes in reality, especially he is going to be something special and maybe even the future of the Swedish national team. All top 10 kids today that we discussed are going to be absolutely unreal, so make sure to check them out right now in FM22, and once FM23 releases, try and get your hands on a couple of them as well. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button. And until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.